pot. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do equal parts water and vinegar. And I'll drink wine while I watch you work.
While I labor away. My vinegar proportions.
You're putting in equal parts water and vinegar, and then it's really up to you. You could use fresh herbs, you could use thyme, you could use oregano. We're gonna use dried herbs because I didn't have, so just dump that in there. And then if you could use this to fill up a cup of water. So we're gonna put in some of those juniper berries. Yeah. So those are
like
whole
peppercorns.
dried, they are. Those are whole dried, put in about, I don't know, what is that, 8 or 9. We're gonna put in those. We're gonna put in some peppercorns. Great. Then we're gonna put in a little bit of, like a teaspoon of the fennel seeds there.
Okay. We're just kind of looking at it and going.
Yeah, sure, good. And then I'm thinking like a tablespoon of salt. That's probably a tablespoon. Oh, and then we're gonna do some fresh garlic. So, do you know how to get garlic out of here?
The answer, no.
Really?
I mean,
Okay,
I
no.
mean, yes, I can get it out
No,
of there,
I'm
but
not
I'm sure
judging.
there's some
but-
secret
No, there's
chef
not
way to
really
do
a
it, but
secret
I
way.
don't know.
No, there's not really a secret way. But there's
I
an
mean, I
easier
feel-
way for something like this where you don't have to have it chopped or anything.
Yeah.
You're just getting it out of there, and then you can take your knife.
Oh, yes, I've seen this.
Yeah, and you just kind of crush
okay.
down on it, and what that does is it releases the skin.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you've ever tried to work with garlic before, it's sometimes hard to get the skin off.
Yeah.
So now it's just off, and we're just gonna put it in there.
Easy.
So we're gonna do two,
I like that
two
trick.
of those. Okay, and then we're gonna put that on the stove. We'll go over here.
Oh, so you actually cook it.
You're just gonna heat it up,
Okay.
and the only reason you're doing that is to heat the water up enough to melt the salt.
Okay.
To dissolve the salt. And then, so as soon as that, it kind of like comes up to a boil for like a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then you actually want to set it aside and let it cool down. What I do is I put it in an ice bath, which means you get like a bowl. You get like a bowl like this.
Yeah.
You put the ice in it, and then you just stick the pan in it, and it just sort of like sits in there and cools it down quicker. Basically, you're making a brine. And then we're gonna put our broccoli strips in it and leave it overnight. And then that gives it that pickling effect. If you're actually pickling, there's a whole process of boiling the jar that, you know,
wow.
when you buy
Yeah.
pickles and things like that, that are, or you're canning, if you're canning
Yeah.
your own jam. There's a whole thing about the process of boiling those. We're not going to get into any of that because we're not doing that right now. We're just doing it for tomorrow. We're not doing it to keep pickles for the next 2 months in the cabinet. That's a different thing. Let's see if you remember. We're chopping off the end, making it flat.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of going down the sides. I'm not sure that drinking in knives is a good thing, but we're not drinking that
We're not
much.
drinking it that much.
No, we're not.
And we're not cutting that much.
And we're not. You're funny. I love you. I'm so happy that I have such wonderful friends. Oh my gosh. We're gonna do 1/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Yep, and then slice down. And then another 1/4 of an inch. And slice down. I'm not quite sure. Really, when you're looking at the size, also, you know, just think about what is the size French fry you want to eat. You know, the truth is, if they're all similar sized, then they'll cook in the pan in a similar way. If you have one big one like this, and then you put in this is going to burn, and this is going to not be cooked. So that's what we want to do. Okay, so this is, I told you that the pickling isn't like, it is an overnight thing. So we did the salt melting on the stove. Then I waited for it to cool in the ice bath.
Right.
Then I poured it in a thing like this over these broccoli stalks. And this has been in the refrigerator overnight.
You would never know that's broccoli.
He would never know this is broccoli.
No.
I hope he likes this. I think you were saying maybe we should cut it in half.
Yeah, I think we could cut that one in half.
Okay, so when we make a plate for him,
Yeah.
we'll cut that in half. But this is pickled broccoli. That's
Okay.
what the liquid, that's what it looked like. I had that covered in the refrigerator overnight. And this pickling, like we could have put, I don't know, 20 broccoli pickles in here. But I was just kind of testing it and I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, and I liked this, so I think I would do more of this.
Okay.
But as I said, you could do different herbs, you could do fresh thyme, you know, any kind of, any other herbs, but I liked this combination. So we're gonna save that for Jack.
I have high hopes about those.
I have high hopes too. We had baked broccoli cakes, fried broccoli cakes, broccoli fries, and pickled broccoli. Broccoli. And we're keeping our fingers crossed. Most special guest I've ever had in my kitchen. Jane, you wanna sit up on this throne of a stool?
Check out the stool. There you go. How's that?
It's dinner, just you can go outside. It's dinner for you. What do you think?
Is that yummy? Yeah.
That's like the pickle. You can try it.
Take bites. That was the cake I was talking about? The vegetable cake?
Right? And that's the pickle.
Yummy. Is it good?
Yeah, I got a yeah. I feel good about the yeah. You want to try anything?
And then these are like little chicken nuggets.
Those are fries? Do you like fries? I love that you're trying it all. Oh my gosh.
They're so good. It's pretty good. Make sure to save mommy a bite, okay? If that's okay.
I'm so happy to have you over here making dinner for you.
Try this. Chicken nugget.
How's the hat? It's
Good. Should mommy make this for you at home?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a yeah. That's pretty exciting.
You have one of those and those and those.
At home? So we can make this, and guess what? Auntie Teri taught mommy how to make this for you at home. Is that exciting? You know what this one is? This is a mushroom fry. You try it. It's really good.
kind of chewy.
Chewy, right?
Chewy. It's good though, right?
Can I try your pickle?
I noticed you keep trying the pickle. Your mommy told me that you like pickles, and I was so impressed with that. Can I have one of your pickles? Can we do a pickle cheers?
Oh,
do you know how to do a pickle cheers? Cheers, cheers, pickle cheers.
Should you try this cake? This is like a fried vegetable cake. Do you have a favorite thing on your plate so far?
My pickles.
The pickles.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Jack, mommy made this. Is that
Your
exciting?
mommy made that?
Yeah.
Just for you.
I'm not kitchen.
You're what in the kitchen?
I never ate in the kitchen.
I never ate in the kitchen.
Never ate in the kitchen.
You know what? We can eat in our kitchen sometime. We have stools in our kitchen if you want to do that. I usually eat at the table, but yeah, we could do that.
Whenever you come visit Auntie Teri, if you like eating in the kitchen, you can totally set you up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, lady.
Cheers. I love you.
I love you too.
Jack, I'm so proud of you for eating your dinner.
This is my favorite thing about food and the kitchen and friends and family. This moment right here. That's what life's all about.
Totally. It really is.
I feel very lucky.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.